So, just getting back to Oasis. I've seen Oasis 12 times. And the 4th or the 5th time I've seen them, can't remember if it was 4th or 5th time, but it was at Earl's Court in London in 1995. And I went down with a bunch of mates and we stayed in a hotel and we got off our fucking faces and we had a great time. But during the gig, I kind of, being a bit more of a fan than most of the other lads, I went on a bit of a mission. They fucked off, they went nightclubbing. But at the end, I kind of hung around trying to meet the band, on my own. I was by myself. I thought, I'm gonna try and fucking meet the band. I'm gonna hang around, and I hid in the toilets and I climbed through I tried to climb through the vents in the ceiling, and the ceiling fucking caved in. Oh, there was tiles all over the floor and that. I tried everything to try and get backstage to the after show party. Anyway, I was just about to give up and go and find my mates when this guy in a suit come walking by, and he seen me in my tracky top and my jeans and Adidas Sambas and that, and he says, are you trying to get backstage? I says, aye. He says, well, you need a backstage pass for that. And I says, well, yeah, I know that, like. He says, you can have mine. Fucking hell, man. He gave us his backstage pass. This guy in a suit, who was clearly some music industry fucking bigwig. He gave us this backstage pass, man. It was a sticker, just stuck on us, backstage pass. And I was buzzing, man. I was buzzing. So all I had to do then was walk into the after show party. Here I am. Oasis are massive at the time. It's 1995. They're the big fucking band of the minute, Playing Earl's Court, which is a big venue in London. And I've got a backstage pass for the after show party. I'm going to meet the fucking band. I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. So I headed off, got to the fucking door of the backstage area. Security on the door. I could see through the door, and I could see like loads of celebrities and people hanging around the band, and I could just see a couple of members of the band. I think I saw Liam for a split second, and so I'm there at the door. I'm about to go in. I'm thinking, fucking hell, this is class. This is fucking class. I'm going to meet Oasis. I was a massive fan, by the way. Massive fan. I'd followed them from the very beginning. I was a fucking huge fan. And even named me fucking son Liam, you know what I mean? In 95 when he was born. Anyway, I was on my own, right? I'm at the door, waiting to go into this fucking, a dream come true really for me. Security guard on the door says, you got a backstage pass? I says, hey, yeah, what's this? Look at this, man, fucking backstage pass. I didn't say that. I wasn't being cocky because I didn't want to push me luck, He says, have you got a backstage pass? I says, yeah, look. He ripped it off me fucking tracky top. He went, you haven't now, fuck off. I was like, what? Go on, get out. I was like, nay fucking way, man, nay way. I felt like crying because I'd been up on such a high, and now I was on such a fucking low. It was awful. He ripped the fucking backstage pass off us and sent us packing. I was absolutely gutted. Oh man, what an awful downer. So I had to toddle off, didn't I, with my tail between my legs. nightmare. But I didn't give up. I went outside and I hung around a bit more. I thought, oh, I'll wait till they come out, but it was taking fucking ages. And then I saw a limo parked up, and I went over, and there was a driver in the limo, and I said to this driver, are you waiting for Oasis? Like, are you picking them up? No, I'm not. No, I'm not their driver. I'm not waiting for them, but I know where they're going. I know where they are going after they've been here, after this party. They're going to another party at a club somewhere else in London called Howl at the Moon. And I was like, really? He says, aye. And there was a lass and two young lads, younger than her, hanging around the same car. And I got talking to them, and this was in 1995. Now, I got talking to this lass and her two, what turned out to be our younger brothers. And how long ago is that now? It's coming up 30 years. 30 years ago, and I'm still friends with that lass now. I've stayed in their house, they've stayed in my house. She's called Jill, she lives in London. She's married to a lovely lad called Sasha. They've got kids, got 3 daughters. And if I hadn't been there around that car at that time, I would never have met her. We would never have become friends. But because of what happened next, we became firm friends, and we're still friends today. Anyway, so this driver said, Howl at the Moon. I jumped in a taxi with Jill and our 2 brothers, and we went to the Howl at the Moon club. We went in the taxi to that club that this driver told us about, and we just waited outside, and we knew there was something going on because there was crowds of people there, but we were like right close to the entrance. And I'm telling you now, right, I've never seen so many celebrities in one fucking go. Every taxi that pulled up, there was somebody mega famous getting out. I mean, I'm talking mega fucking famous. George Michael got out of one taxi. Bono got out of another one. Right next to us, you know. Fucking right next to us. Alex Higgins, the snooker player, got out of a taxi. Paulie Yates got out of a taxi. Michael Hutchins got out of a taxi. I think he was with Paulie Yates, or he might not have been, I cannot remember. But they were both there. Just all these fucking famous people, man, getting out and walking right past us. We could touch them, you know what I mean? And then, of course, the ultimate happened. Out of a taxi came Mr. Noel Gallagher himself. Noel Gallagher got out of a taxi right next to us, walked right past us with, you know, his entourage and his bodyguards and that. And he was going in the club and we couldn't get in, of course, but I shouted at him, "Oh, Noel!" And he turned round, and I took a photograph of him with my shitty disposable camera. And I'm not kidding you, I've got that photo to this day. He's looking right at us, right down the lens of my camera, because I shouted, "Oh, Noel!" And I've got that picture now, still today. And he's looking right at me because I shouted at him. He just turned round and looked at us, and I took the picture right at that split second. And I've still got the picture. It's mad. What a mad night. Anyway, Bono gave his fucking empty pint glass to one of Jill's little brothers, and he's still got that glass to this day, apparently. And me and Jill, as I say, became fucking good mates after that. We stayed in touch. We've had many fucking good times together since. Her family, my family. And just last summer, we met up in London. Had a fucking great day out. Anyway, that's just one story. One Oasis story from my history. See you in the next one. Ta-ra.